Hi everyone, I'm Maddie Hamrick. I'm the onboarding specialist here at Berkshire Hathaway Homesale Realty. And today I just wanted to share with you a few good practices of keeping your Gmail inbox organized and decluttered. The first thing I'm going to show you is when you're logging into your Gmail account, on the left sidebar, you're going to have a few default tabs up at the top. One of them that is missing is going to be the trash. I find it important to have the trash up towards the top of this list. That way, if you accidentally delete an email, you can easily go back in and grab that. So to do that, if you scroll down, you're going to see a more drop-down arrow. When you click that and scroll down, there's a few more options here. You'll see the trash can is nestled underneath that more drop-down arrow. But to move it up to the top with those primary folders, you're going to click and hold it, and then you can drag it up to where you would like it to sit. And then moving forward, when you log in, it will show up at the top here with the rest of those primary folders. Something else you might notice is I've added a couple labels here to my inbox, and this is something I suggest you do as well to keep things organized. Labels are the same thing as folders. Google just uses a little bit different terminology for that, but I'll show you how to create those. So again, you're going to scroll down, press the more drop-down arrow, scroll down to the very bottom and select Create New Label. One of the most important ones that you'll want to create is a label for your clients or your sphere of influence, whatever you refer to it as. When you press create, those labels will automatically show up at the top with the primary folders as well. From there, you can click into them. You see there's nothing really in there right now, but as you move emails into those labels, they will be organized into them. To show you how to move them, there's a couple different ways to do that. For example, this one here, if you want to move it into a label, you can either click and hold on it and drag it and drop it into whichever folder you would like. Or if you are actually in the email, you read, see what it's about, and there's a label you want to put it into, you can click on this folder with an arrow on it. If you hover over it, it's going to say move to. And from there, you can click which label you would like to select. I would also suggest once you have these main labels created, so like I had mentioned, the one for your clients or sphere of influence, a label for core services, any marketing materials or communications that come through from the company, same with training videos or materials that come from the company, vendor emails, and then especially if you have recently joined the company, I would suggest creating a label for welcome emails because you're going to be receiving an abundance of them. So it's nice to have a place to kind of nestle them away, get them out of your inbox so it's not so cluttered, but still have them if you do need them in the future. From these labels, you can also create sub-labels, which I suggest doing underneath your Clients tab. So to create a sub-label, you're going to just hover over the label that you want to nestle one underneath, click on the three dots, and then press Add Sub-Label. I would suggest creating a sub-label for each of your clients and their transactions. That way you can easily organize your communications with them. So we can create one for Jen Jones here if she's our client, and you'll see it pops below. We can do another one just so you can see how they show up. So they will just continue to fall underneath that main label. From there, if Jen Jones is listing her home with us and buying another house, you may want to create sublabels underneath her name for the property that she's listing, and then also properties that she's interested in or has been putting offers in. That can be helpful to keep those communications organized and separated as well. You'll see with these labels, there are drop-down arrows, so you can either expand or contrast those labels. If you click on it, you'll see it'll condense, and same here. So again, you can keep your labels looking organized and compact by keeping them all shut, but when you're ready to open them and expand them to look for your client, you can always expand them and go from there. If you have any questions regarding organizing your Gmail account or any other questions on how to declutter emails, feel free to reach out to myself or our IT support team. We would be happy to help.